Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon, Flight boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about spiritually crossing paths. Now, when you're crossing paths with people in the astral realm, as far as spiritually, see, angling is very important. You know what I'm saying? This is where the ancients get their science from, you know, looking at the angles and orchestrating angles throughout the stars. Everything come from the stars. I mean, look, you could go on Constellation on words. Every god that ever existed, every story, theology behind it is correlated to a constellation. You need to know that first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now, just like what Bro Sanchez was talking about last night on the video that he put up. He was sharing a lot of things I was sharing on my recent videos, and us being in the 4th frequency, but as far as 1111, but we are explaining it different, but we're seeing the same thing. So it tripped me out. It's like, dang, it made me sit back and think, like, why are we seeing this in the world? And you know what I'm saying? And the power of the Norma constellation has freed. You know what I'm saying? You can go do your research on the Norma constellation. The Norma constellation, this constellation, ancients used to worship because this brought the science in. This constellation taught the beings here the science of the 90-degree angle. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the 90-degree angle, when you look at the Norma constellation, it may look like a ruler or something like that. So when you look at it in a way, the 90-degree angle is what helped societies gain rulership and gain land and understand how to take portions. And when we talk about the square in astrology, that's a learning process. But a square causes friction. And when you look at a square, that's 4 90-degree angles brought together. And one 90-degree angle is a person going in its direction. You know what I'm saying? Another 90-degree angle is it going in its direction. Another 90-degree angle is it going in its direction. And the other 90-degree angle is it going in this direction. And when you see the center is a box, but see the box that's in the center is the platform. It was create 5. So you can't never escape 5. That's why I use the number 5 for my logo, the star 5. Because a lot of people even presented to me like, man, why you don't never use the 6-point star? You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I've been explaining this since 2014. Why I use the 5-point star. You see what I'm saying? But that represents the true balance. But that's another video. But what we want to talk about is spiritually crossing paths, because all this correlates also. Now, the only way you can even cross paths with someone else spiritually is because of something external. So you must be trying to obtain a person, place, or thing, or create some type of way, shape, or form, a circumstance or a situation that's outside of you. So 9 times out of 10, you're trying to get into something that was already placed before you, aka something that society may has presented or something. Because if you was genuinely on your own path, you genuinely won't even see nobody else to be crossing paths with anyway. And if you do cross paths with someone else, it won't create a square angle. It'll create the same path type of angle. So it'll create like a triangle, or you may meet somebody that, all right, hold on, we're gonna get in this because I don't want to go too far before I break down the basis of it. You know what I'm saying? Now here's the basis of it when you're spiritually crossing paths with someone. Now, for an example, we're in society, so it is what it is. In some way, shape, or form, you're gonna have to do something external outside of yourself that deal with a person, place, or thing, or a way, shape, or form, or a circumstance and situation. That's just the way it is. So you got your own self, and then you got the stuff that you're gonna have to apply yourself with. So, because there's other people and other things in the world. So, how to balance this and you know, get a hold of this? What happens here is when you're in a situation where, now, say there's a common goal. Say I don't want to use a job or nothing like that. Let's say you know, you might want to be a painter or something like that, right? So now your spirit is correlated to the frequency. Now frequency, everything up under frequency is what, like gas, space, you know what I'm saying, spirit, conscious, all these things up in it. So this is like ideas, thoughts, frequency, you know what I'm saying? So this is like in the astral realm, this is like a sense of direction. Now it points into the direction, but in order for you to move in the direction, now you need to add the vibration. Now everything that's up under vibration is experience, time, because it came second. It went in. It's the frequency going in, the spirit going in, a realm of reality, becoming an individual, so it becomes the soul, fluid, liquid. You know what I'm saying? So all things up under the vibration. That's when you individually put yourself in that frequency. So you make the frequency vibrate. You know what I'm saying? And the more you know how to balance that vibration, whether it's highs or lows or in between, through that experience, the better your will is to bring it into existence, bring it into density, bring it into your realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? Bring it into your dimension in some way, shape, or form. So when you got like a direction, say you got a goal in mind, you want to be a painter, boom, there's a lot of different frequencies, aka spirits, aka conscious, aka shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable gas, that may be pointing it in that direction, and that direction is located in the space in the sky, because you get that information from somewhere. So it's all astral realm. You got 3 bodies, but we're gonna get into that. Now, the frequency that you throw up, the frequency is the sense of direction. Now, that might be a specific space and location. Whatever that energy vibration of, because everything is space within space, whatever that energy vibration of wanting to be a painter, and whatever entity or things accumulated in that space and stars and stuff push that energy out in the world, when you received it, you pointed in that direction now, in the astral realm. You know what I'm saying? Now, so in the astral realm, you may start having dreams about being a painter, all kind of shit in that shapeless, formless, all kind of realm. Before you bring it into this body, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's in that direction. Now, to know how to move in the vibration realm, which is the yin realm, the internal realm, because now you want to be an individual in that world. So now you want to move in that direction. So how you move in that direction? Add emotions, add feelings, add expression. Start, you know what I'm saying, energetically putting it in that void. So you put your fluid on it, you put your soul into it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to start expressing it with the body, so it becomes physical, so people can consciously see it in the yang realm. But for the most part, you put your emotions and feelings into it. So now I told y'all how to move in the yin realm. So say the frequency is just the point of the direction. How you move in that direction is going in the yin realm. And I showed y'all how to travel. If you want to move forward in the yin realm, or when you're dreaming, or when you're daydreaming, or when you're asleep, or imagining, or when you're trying to go through with something, when you want to move forward in the yin realm, you feel like you're progressing. You feel like you have to feel like you're moving forward. You have to feel like, if you want to move up, you have to feel optimistic, feel upbeat. You know what I'm saying? Feel happy, feel positive. If you want to move to the right, you have to feel like you're doing something righteous or something that's right for you. If you want to move to the left, you have to feel left field, or you have to feel like you're opposing something. You know what I'm saying? None of these are good or bad. These are all things you need. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go down, you have to feel down, and go into density. But they mean different things in the yin realm, but it's still correlated to, you don't want to stay down, you don't want to stay up, you see what I'm saying? But if you want to move down, then you feel down, or feel depressed or something like that, or feel some type of, you know the things, sadness or something like that. If you want to move back in the yin realm, in the astral realm, right, then you have to feel like you left something behind, feel resentment. So you need all these directions, but you need to understand, in the yin realm, that's how you actually move. That's how you actually vibrate, and you're gonna start to travel. So AKA, say you gotta, now I'm gonna bring it into y'all sense so y'all can understand it. Now say you got an idea to be a painter. Like I said, that's the frequency. Now to move on that, you gotta start feeling. You imagine it. Now you start doing things to be a painter. Now you're starting to move around. Now it might be sometimes you have to feel happy. It might be sometimes you have to move in the direction of feeling down. You know what I'm saying? To help you bounce back up in certain vibrations. And maybe certain times you have to feel like you're doing right. You have to do right and feel righteous. That's moving right in the astral realm. Like you're actually moving. And once you get used to it, you're gonna start to see that world how you see this world. You know what I'm saying? But you move, then say now right. You know, righteous, you have to feel righteous. Now it's always opposite to righteous, it's left, right? So anytime you feel like you're doing something was right for you, you had to move right in the yin realm. You have to dodge an asteroid, aka a situation or a circumstance or a swirl or a wave. But at the same time, what was opposite you had to oppose something. So anytime you're doing something right for you, 9 times out of 10 you opposing what's right for someone else. You know what I'm saying? So you have to cut someone off to a certain degree. Anytime you get into that mind frame of thinking, man, nah, I got to do something right for me, or girl, I got to do something right for me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you get into that mind frame, 9 times out of 10 that opposition area was there. You have to oppose something. You know what I'm saying? And then vice versa. Anytime you oppose something, it's because it was someone trying to do right for them, or what they think is right for them, and what's right for them may be wrong in general, but that's another video. But you see how you break it down, and this is how you travel. No, this number. This is how you travel in the yin realm. So you know, sorry about that. So at the same time, you want to get into a situation where now you're moving in that direction. Now you're moving in that sentiment. Now you're moving in that area and feeling all the vibrations. And there's certain things you're gonna have to go through and experience and go through those certain feelings. AKA that's just you traveling. So you be traveling in anyway. So just realize when you sit back how many people be pointing you in a direction. So you don't be having no sense of direction. You see what I'm saying? You got this person make you feel this way. You got this person make you traveling in the yin realm. But if you're not steering this spaceship, see, I'm telling you how to steer it. So then when you go there, right, now you're going to spiritually cross paths with other people. Now anytime you get into a situation where you got kind of like friction, you got friction with somebody, like say you got like a situation like y'all after the same goal, or for some reason y'all in the same location. Anytime you have a friction with somebody, I don't care if y'all after the same thing or not, what happens is in the astral realm, the situation was where y'all met up at. You see what I'm saying? That was the platform y'all met up at. But when y'all actually crossed paths, it wasn't in a harmonious angle. It was in a square. So AKA where this person was traveling and the way they was coming to that conclusion, that space and location, and the way you was coming was entirely different ways. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to cause friction. And in life, it's going to play out as a circumstance or a situation where you have a problem with someone. It doesn't matter if it's minor or severe. You know what I'm saying? Both the way y'all cross paths was in a disharmony angle, was going in totally different directions. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to cause friction down here in the physical. You see what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you can even look at it like you're driving on the road and you get into a car accident, right? You might have been in a rush to go somewhere, or somebody else might have been in a rush to go somewhere. Both of y'all ideas and the way that y'all was getting to y'all ideas ran into each other in an inharmonious way. You see what I'm saying? Y'all was going in two different directions, and these directions wasn't in a way that could avoid each other. And y'all was in the same frequency line, aka the same idea, same location, same space, around breathing the same gas, aka the same frequency. But then y'all was vibrating, the way y'all was moving in those spaces was in a totally two different ways, and you know that based upon the emotions, the feelings, the vibration. And I just told y'all how to travel in the yin realm. You know what I'm saying? And when you get good at it, you will start to understand clearly how I'm trying to explain it. You can avoid even accidents like this. You can avoid situations with people, places, and things when you understand this. You know what I'm saying? And you'll understand like, okay, I'm in a situation where our paths could cross, but I could redirect my angle. So it might be a situation where you might be around other people, so y'all frequency, aka y'all spirit, since you being a higher conscious person, you could be like, okay, if I'm in this vibration, aka if I'm moving in this type of way, this is where people get that saying from, man, you ain't moving right. Or I don't move like this person. Or this person don't move right. Or this person moving right. Or this is what you get all your saying from the stars, bro. Everything is stars. So what you need to understand is like the way, if you're consciously aware and you watch Archangel Uriel, now you could be like, okay, I'm in a certain circumstance or situation right now where, okay, everybody frequency, aka everybody's spirit, is moving in this direction. I know if I play the part how everybody else playing the part because they don't know themselves, we'll be all moving in this direction, and it could cause a friction because we could all clash in some way, and it could be a situation, circumstance that can happen that be bad because of the angle that we making. So now that I watch Archangel Uriel video and I know how to travel in the yin realm, let me put out this vibration, or let me feel like this right now in this circumstance. But that's really just you moving different in the astral realm, and that you're more aware. You're like, okay, I don't want to crash in nobody else's frequency. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move in this direction, and I'm moving this direction, catacorner. And you can move in all these directions by, like I said, if you want to move down, you have to feel down. If you move right, you know what I'm saying? You got to be strategic. You ever been around somebody who always wants something and things of that nature because you always got shit and you always in a happy mood, right? And then when they come around, you get that sense of, all right, let me feel down right now. So they'll feel like I need something, and I might ask them for something. Therefore, when they come around, they won't even feel the energy or vibe of asking me for something. You see what I'm saying? What you think you just did? You just did what I'm talking about. I'm just putting it into words for you. You moved different in that frequency. So you moved your direction, and this person couldn't come and clash you because you moved in another direction. You see what I'm saying? Now you can meet people who like trines is gifts. So you will know that when you come around somebody who share your ideas and want to help you with your ideas. So say they was on the same frequency path you was. So the way y'all was moving there also was in a harmonious path. So it might make a triangle. Both of y'all is coming to the same conclusion, but where y'all coming from is getting there in the same type of way. You know what I'm saying? That's causing what, like a triangle. It's not causing a square. Like one person trying to get there, trying to get to that point from here, and you trying to get to that point from here, and boom, y'all crash. Or even opposite. One thing in the middle, and both of y'all trying to get there like boom. It's like an opposite. You got to make this a give and receive match, or it's gonna be a tug of war match. But trines is like this. Y'all trying to get here, and both of y'all meet up like that. Boom. People you meet like that is people who try to help you with y'all meet up and be like, oh, okay, we going to the same place. We're doing the same thing. We're into the same shit. Okay, let's help each other. Boom. And then you got the sextiles. The sextiles, that's the angle where it may cross like an X a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go to the path instead of like a trine, like a triangle, it's more like an X. This is how you get the X chromosome and things like that. But that's another video. But you know, it's almost like it could create an opportunity. Now the opportunity can be a clashing one, can cancel each other out, you know what I'm saying? But at times the opportunity can help benefit each other also. You see what I'm saying? And the opportunity could be like, all right, boom, we got to go together. We created this opportunity. Now we can either go our separate ways, or we can keep creating opportunities with each other. And that's kind of how the sextile work out. It's more like a relationship, but the relationship has an extent of what was the goal, what was the initial goal, and the sextile leaves room and opportunity and possibilities to either go separate ways after that goal was accomplished, or to recreate that goal again. But sextiles is not really for you to over abuse. That's like over welcoming your stay or things of that nature, or like, you know what I'm saying, you using too much of an opportunity to the point that now it look like you're taking an advantage, because a sextile creates opportunities, and anytime you take too much opportunities, it starts to look like you're trying to take advantage. So you have to play jump rope with that too. It's positive like the trine, but not as positive. And then a conjunction is just both of y'all together. Like, even if y'all in different space spectrums and light spectrums, and y'all don't even know each other in some way, shape, or form, even if y'all was to meet each other, it's still on, y'all get to that point in the same way. You know what I'm saying? And that's a conjunction. That'd be a person you meet like, damn, we doing the same fucking thing. And that can play out as a clash. You could be like, oh man, detach. You could be like, man, it's too close. That could cause friction also, so you have to be careful. But you know, all these, you know, when you look at in the astral realm, it's just showing you. And you can make angles and shit. Like you could basically sit back, look at all your friends and all your circumstances and shit, right? And then go into the astral realm, and then see how you feel about all them, and then make up and kind of come to a conclusion how you think they feel all about you, right? And then start drawing the angles, and you will start seeing where all those relationships are traveling. You can see if one is going off a cliff. You can see if one is about to go into a dam. You can see if one is not going nowhere. You can see if one boat is sinking, and you can see if one is going to the promised land with milk and honey. You can see all these relationships. And this is how you move the relationships. What is emotions and feelings based upon? Fluid, liquid, waters, the rainbow waters. So it got to float But what kind of waters is it? Is it chaotic water? You know what I'm saying? Heavy tides? Is it settle? Is it settle waters? Is it, you know what I'm saying? What kind of weather is going on? Is this going to create a tornado? You know? All your ships, your boats, you need to know these things. And you can line them out and you can automatically know where they're going. And you can know ahead of time, oh, okay, this is a person I may not need to be fully trying to absorb myself in right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me just treat this person like an associate right now. Or, okay, this is a person I can add on the ship right now because this ship can lead here. Or you will start being able to see that from a higher realm before you even experience circumstances or situations down here. Because a lot of times people put themselves in circumstances and situations like it's almost like putting your foot in your mouth. You end up meeting people and attaching yourself to people before even being full aware of what's going on. So you signing all kind of esoteric contracts. You ain't got no esoteric lawyer. So now you under all these terms and conditions, and you didn't agree to all this shit to the point that now you got burdens on you, responsibilities on you. You experiencing situations you ain't supposed to be experiencing. You're around people that you ain't even necessarily want to be around, things of that nature. So you might be in a relationship right now. You might wake up every morning and be like, what the fuck did I just get myself into? See what I'm saying? Now, you could have avoided all that if you would have. But, you know, for sure, flight boss, bitch, goddamn. And that's when spirits clash.